I'm Vicki Butler-Henderson and welcome to the Driver Reviews channel. Today we are testing an electric machine that would definitely be a forward in a game of car rugby. It is Kia's prop of a people carrier, the EV9. It comes with either 6 or 7 seats, all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, 3 trim levels, and can do just under 350 miles between plug-ins. This is the top spec 7-seater, the GT Line S, and it costs a whisker under £76,000. Before you see any more, please press subscribe and the bell icon so that you're notified each time we post something new. Love it or hate it, there is no way you can ignore this SUV beast. Everything about it is big. It's got a big front end, big lights, big wheel arches. In fact, it's only a few millimetres smaller than a Range Rover. At the bottom, you've got 21-inch aero wheels. At the top, roof-long rails, and then round the back, an imposing rear end. I love it. In the boot, there's 333 litres of space, which is more than enough for some rugby paraphernalia. There's also 52 litres in the front, plus some lovely features which make this car really easy to live with. For starters, under here, it's a beautifully packaged set of goodies. You've got a hook, a net, locking wheel nuts, and this hook as well. There are plenty of other hooks around here and plugs and a 3-pin socket, which every car should have. You can power a laptop from here, but if you want to power something like a washing machine, then you can. Just use the V2L adapter, the vehicle to load adapter, and you can plug in a washing machine, which might be worth considering because it could be cheaper than plugging into the national grid. But what is very worthy of note are these buttons. Press these and the back 2 rows will fold and raise, and then those buttons will drop the middle row to reveal 2,318 litres of space, or a bedroom as I like to call it. But if you don't want to sleep here, you could sleep in a caravan because this car will tow 2,500 kilograms, which is class leading. The EV9 comes with 2 wheel sizes, 19 inches for the entry-level Air model and then 21 inches for the rest, like this, complete with aerodynamic covers. Wrapped around them are Continental Premium Contact C tyres, which have been designed to be compatible with electric vehicles. They feature noise breakers in the tread pattern to make your journeys a little more peaceful, and they're reinforced to handle all that extra weight. The cabin is wide, and this floating centre console gives you the feeling that you are very much in command of a spaceship. There are some great touches though. This lid reveals a cubby hole, or press these buttons and you get 2 cup holders. Then behind here is a wireless charging for your phone, and under the armrest itself is another little cubby. Down below you have got space for a handbag, a laptop, or perhaps a rugby ball, and then across to the glove box it opens gracefully for a decent space with a shelf. Your ears are well catered for too, with a 14-speaker Meridian sound system with external amplifier and subwoofer. Now, all of the materials used are alternative leather and recycled plastics in a nod to sustainability, which I wholeheartedly approve of. And then we come to the tech. Are you sitting comfortably? I've had to write it down, there's so much. BCA, RCTA, FCA, ISLA, LFA2, LKA, MCB, PCA, RSPA 2.0, oh, and TSA. And if you want USB-Cs, you've got them, 2 per row. However, if you don't like being bonged at, then you will spend the start of every journey turning most of it off. Unfortunately, these rather intrusive safety features are the norm nowadays because it's the only way most manufacturers can get a 5-star safety rating. This is Kia's first 3-row electric flagship SUV. If you go for the 6-seater option, then the middle 2 seats will spin around 180 degrees, so you can have a conversation with those in the very back row. But up front, the driver's seat here gets a full massage system, plus these front seats and the 2 outer ones in the middle row can be cooled and heated. And these headrests up front are the closest thing I have ever felt to the cloud-like ones in a Rolls-Royce. But this is a 7-seater, which is almost half a rugby team. So let's see if this set of back rows can carry some back rows. All right, boys. Yeah.
Nice. Right here, yeah? Just here?
All the gadgets
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 3 seaters to try the middle.
Oh yeah, it is. Massive.
Oh, hello.
It's spacey.
Up in our muscle.
Lovely. Oh, look at that, eh? Look at that. Yeah. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, I see. Perfect. Got beer there, coffee there. Perfect.
DriverReviews partners with many of the largest tyre retailers in the world, bringing you thousands of verified and unbiased customer tyre reviews. Our independent reviews cover over 70 different tyre brands across all price ranges and feature leading brands including Goodyear, Dunlop, Michelin, Continental, Hankook and many more. So when you're searching for new tyres, look out for the DriverReviews logo to give you peace of mind that the reviews come from real customers just like you. To discover your local DriverReviews partner website and to find out the winning tyres of this year's Customer Choice Awards, visit driverreviews.com. From such high praise for the interior, it's not all good news on the move, and I have got some things to bring to your attention. First of all, it does not corset you like a Range Rover, so lower your expectations if they are that high. Then there is the gear switch. Now, my muscle memory tells me that D for drive should be at the bottom and R for reverse should be at the top. Please feel free to disagree with me if you will. Then there is the heating system. I have to bend my head around the steering wheel to see this display. Now, I can also use these controls here and some information pops up on the screen to tell me what temperature it is and what fan I've got going. So having these systems so close together does feel a bit like overkill. When you indicate, a camera view pops up on the dash. And whilst some may think it's quite good just to double check for cyclists, I think it's a distraction because your view should be outside the car rather than inside on a screen. Again, you might care to disagree. This row of names can't be seen when the sun shines into the car. And some of the touch buttons on the screen on the far left are a bit of a stretch for me to get to easily, but that's about it. The rest of the car is really good. There's enough power in this dual motor machine to propel all 2,664 kilograms of Kia to 62 miles an hour in 5.3 seconds, which isn't as quick as a Tesla Model X, but it is silky smooth. The steering is surprisingly light, so weaving your way through country roads or villages isn't as awkward as it might look from the outside. The brakes are reassuringly progressive. And if you need an extra little bit of braking power, then just click this steering paddle on the left and it will almost slow you down like a normal gearbox. So just click it and it just slows things down a bit. But it's the handling that has shocked me the most. The pitch and roll around the bends is really well controlled for such a hulking great beast. There's a sport mode to accompany a spirited drive, and when you press that button, the dash lights up red and the seats squeeze you in to hold you a little bit tighter. If you want to dabble in some off-roading or trample some turf on your way to the rugby club, then you can. This all-wheel drive model has a terrain mode that you can pick between snow, mud and sand. Everything about this car is refreshing, including the price. Prices start at £65,000, which is tens of thousands of pounds cheaper than any other 7-seat electric rival like the Volvo EX90 and Mercedes-Benz EQS. Now that might seem a lot of money for a manufacturer that brought you the City Picanto car 20 years ago, but from small acorns, big trees grow, and ignore this car at your peril. Thank you so much for watching Driver Reviews. Please press subscribe and the bell icon so that you're notified each time we post something new.